after you.
I liked it.
There was way too much humor.
It didn't suck. It was actually fun and it was funny. I just didn't like the part where the Hulk was beaten by Thor, like really badly.
It was enjoyable whilst I was watching it. I had fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Like, that's what everybody's saying about the film. It was fun.
It was entertaining.
But I felt empty when I came out.
I had fun. I liked it.
It's like sugar popcorn.
You like the film?
It's fun while you're doing it, but it's not something you want to do every day.
That's actually very, very good. It's a very good description.
Prophecy about the destruction of Odin. How am I supposed to know what Ragnarok means?
They didn't put a definition there.
Destruction.
The apocalypse, the end of all for Norse mythology.
It's not English, man. Come on.
Ragnarok is the end of all things. You know, the end of the gods, the end of, you know, it's supposed to be the end of everything. Asgard, Midgard, Highgard, Lowgard, Usgard.
Destruction of Asgard is an event.
Ragnarok means the end of all things. Awesome.
He was speaking a lot.
It was very odd for me.
The Hulk doesn't talk.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde aspect, and they played on that very well, and I appreciated that very well. The Hulk, so yeah.
Okay, I have issues with Hulk as is because I think he's supposed to be angry all the time and he was here making jokes, which I can't be upset about because this movie is a comedy movie. Everybody was making jokes, even the serious people, so.
2 years he's been in Hulk mode, but we see moments where he was happy, and I thought Bruce Banner had to stay angry to stay in the Hulk mode.
I think that by the time we see Infinity War, Banner and the Hulk have some sort of arrangement where Banner can be Banner and Hulk can be Hulk for a while. Because I actually like, because I actually like the Hulk that we got to see.
Yeah, I like. No, but about the Hulk, I think the Incredible Hulk was what you were looking for. Because at the end, when he was going to fight Abomination, and you see, there were many shout-outs to Incredible Hulk in this.
When he's like, oh my god, I'm not turning
in
to the
the
Hulk.
Incredible Hulk movie, when he was falling from the chopper, he wasn't turning, but just before he hit the floor, he turned. This one, he didn't. He actually, that was very funny. It was very surprising.
It was a
very surprising to see that.
God, I love that girl. I love that girl so much. I didn't see her purpose.
She was sexy. I hope that's not a sexist thing to say in 20 seconds.
In every scene that she was in, it was refreshing, right? The dialogue between her and the Hulk. I like the fact that she and the Hulk have a rapport, and she and Thor have a rapport. I think it's just brilliant.
One of my favorite aspects of Norse mythology is the Valkyrie, and you know, I like the whole idea of legendary female warrior.
I love Valkyrie. She was a strong woman. She handles stuff. I love characters like that. She blew everybody out of the water. She was just a way to capture Thor or something. I don't know. She didn't have a major role in the story. Yeah.
She's there to give some history or some backstory to Asgard and the whole Asgardian culture and things. So.
Cobb. I mean, Taika Waititi playing Cobb was very interesting.
It's egocentric and a bit of a vanity trip to just like for a director to put himself in the movie.
They did a funny thing with his voice.
I didn't like it too much, to tell you the truth. It was funny and all, but at the same time, it was like, what the hell have they done to Cobb?
I couldn't take him very seriously. He was an idiot.
To hear that voice come from Cobb was just off-putting.
I was just like,
Cobb works for me. He's a great character. His voice, I love his voice. It took me so off guard. I cried, not literally, probably a little literally, but yeah.
I think they put Doctor Strange there, like, just to So that when you see him in the next, he'll be in Infinity War. Like there won't be that much of a jump between his strength in the Doctor Strange movie and how strong he has gotten in the Infinity War.
I love Doctor Strange in this.
I like Doctor Strange's appearance only because it shows how much time there was between the Doctor Strange movie and the Thor Ragnarok movie.
They took him back to being like, his whole movie was about him learning not to be arrogant, and that whole "it's not about you" line was perfect. They built his character up, and then this movie he's back to being an asshole, and I love it. I love him for that shit.
In Winter Soldier, when they created the whole algorithm to take out threats, the Hydra mentioned Stephen Strange. So that gives you the impression that at that time he was already Doctor Strange. He was already the master of mystical arts already, before even the Doctor Strange movie came.
Yeah, he was just there to point to Odin's direction, like, okay, you're looking for your dad, here he is, I'm off. Yeah, that's the reason why they put him in the film.
I think Doctor Strange was the only sense of seriousness in the whole movie. Like he comes to set the tone for what's going to happen in Infinity War.
I never liked Doctor Strange. Fuck Doctor Strange.
Who played Hela again?
Kate Blanchett is sexy. She can get it like 6 ways to Sunday. I don't care, man.
They hyped her. Well, she's his brother, right? She's the first one. She was always fighting with Odin.
Yeah, Hela is always awesome. She's a frightening villain.
So she had the right, but they didn't show her doing that much. But yeah, she did take down the whole Asgardian.
Hela, dope character. Dope, very good villain. Hela is a very good villain. I felt like she didn't have to prove herself.
Nah, Hela can get it, bro. Like, she did post pass. Hey, give her 2 seconds now. She, and then her horns and whatever those things are on her head.
I don't think they showed the full extent of her power in this film, but she is always very frightening.
You could tell after a while that she was older sister. You could tell she was more powerful. You could tell that she had a very evil agenda. Like, it didn't take too much time to establish Hela.
Yeah, she's powerful in the film, but like at the same time, we can have nice banter with her and all. So I like.
Hela had the potential to be a very, very great villain. She could have been a great villain, but her whole motivations were very basic, and in the end, the plot came down to the pursuit of a MacGuffin, which I don't, man, it could have been better.
Raiden's, I mean, Thor's Alibaba, the spinning torpedo, yeah.
When Bruce Banner jumped from the ship and then landed on the bridge.
Well, I like the Thor versus Hulk fight. That was amazing.
First one was when Hela came the first time. It was dope. Thor embracing his power and fighting the Droga, that's the undead soldiers. It was dope. I mean, with the effects, the lightning all over him and him taking the swords and fighting, it was dope.
When Thor was using the Thor force to like go through the army of the dead, that's my #1.
Look, everybody would talk about the fight between Hulk and Thor.
Most epic fight scene. Thor versus the Hulk.
What's his name? Blind Idris Elba. Is he blind? Heimdall. Yeah. Yeah, when he was taking down the undead soldiers, it was great.
#1. Towards the end of the fight, not from the beginning. Towards the end of the fight. Thor versus the Hulk. The best things I like about the whole time was seeing Thor as Raiden. That was.
It was dope.
That was really.
He even did Raiden's move.
Yes.
Yeah, he did that.
He was literally a Raiden.
That's a Thunder God thing.
Yeah.
The Thunder God thing, true.
Now the Thunder God convention. Like, what do you do when you're fighting guys?
CGI, I'm going to keep saying everything is okay.
It was a bit of 50-50 for me. Like some places were okay.
Most of it were good, but there's some parts I could see it was green screen. When we were standing at the cliff with Odin.
When your father was staring into the horizon like that, you could tell that the horizon wasn't real. It was a green screen. It was very bad.
It didn't look like 100% realistic. It felt like a scene out of GTV News.
Very colorful. Very colorful. Nicely done.
This was Guardians of the Galaxy in its spectacular way. Colors, bright, over the top, the whole 80s vibe.
It was very Guardians of the Galaxy 2-ish. CGI was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool.
The CGI was... it was the Coliseum bits just looked bad for me.
Sakaar just feels like a set for me. Everything looks plastic. Everything looks
Deeply plastic.
plastic and light.
Yeah.
It just felt like very bad set production.
Yeah.
Hulk's
So there were not
weapons,
a lot
even
of-
the Hulk's
yeah.
weapons look light.
Yeah,
they look like styrofoam.
Yeah. Yeah.
The world
So
The Zeppelin song, I've forgotten the title about that song. Yeah, when that was when Thor was all jacked up. Yeah.
the first time I heard I saw the first trailer for the movie, I thought, why are they going 80s with the music?
Yeah, I like the music. I like the theme, the main theme. I was just waiting for you to ask me.
But it worked out, like in the scenes that they actually did play it, in the opening scene and the action sequences where they had that kind of music going. It really worked out for me.
I love the soundtrack. Like when I was actually watching the movie, I sent a whole bunch of texts to random people like, yo, the Thor soundtrack is like, it's like amazeballs. You guys should really just download that shit on Apple Music right now.
Ejir here has a very interesting way of rating things. He says giving it a number as an issue. So he uses pumpkin Pepsi.
I think it's disrespectful for you to think all movies are the same. I mean, there's movies, there's film, there's things that go for realistic portrayals of a story, and there are things that are just trying to entertain you. You know, you can't expect everything to fall under the same
But a
metric.
number is the easiest way to describe a subjective matter in a very objective way.
how do you
feel
rate?
something?
Well, you can
He,
I have fun or I don't have fun. That's
and he used food, pumpkin.
I think
I'm
it's
coming,
still
I'm-
is subjective. So if I say banana and you like banana,
So
maybe you
Thor-
like this.
Thor-
If you hate
Thor
banana, maybe you
Ragnarok-
hate this.
So what's his Thor? Thor Ragnarok is what?
Thor Ragnarok is Gobe.
7.2.
Plot 8.
Banana, I do not rate movies for numbers. I think that's very disrespectful.
I'm sorry, despite the fact that this is an adaptation, I'll give it a 4.
4.
2/10.
I'd give it an 8.
7.
7.
Pumpkin.
I'll give it a 7.5.
5.
7.2.
Charlie 8.
7.
8.
No, Pepsi. No, Pepsi had an ad in '95 that was the one. That one. Yeah.
So I'll give it an 8.
8.
9.
Give it a 5.
7.9.
8.
You remember the Knight Rider theme song? The stunts were the Knight Rider theme song of stunts.
So I'll give it a 7.
What stunts? 2. 0. Actually, 0.
8.
Because there were no stunts. Anytime they jump, they turn into pixels.
9. 9.5. Just because Infinity War will have 10.
7.5.
2001 Jay-Z.
A 6 or a 7, in between.
4.
10.
10. Whoever did. What's behind the camera though?
I'll give it a 7.9.
It was an 8/10 movie for me.
Boys, check.
Good 7. A good 7.
Overall, 6. The best I would give it is a 7. If on a good day I would give it a 7, but I'm feeling a strong 6.
Movie itself was a 4/10.
10/10.
There was way too many gags and one-liners and cutaways for me to take the movie seriously.
Wait. Okay, it's not 10 over 10. It's not 10 over 10. I give it an 8.
So subscribe and like our page, and
Read your Bible and pray every day.
Yeah.
I'm kidding about that part.
And always tune in, because like we're good looking. We're not nerds. We're in a time talk.
Right.
He's wearing shades. Definitely not nerds.
Yeah.
Peace.
Titties and shit.